Well guys, today is Monday. Who does like Mondays? I don't think not many people. After the weekend, really busy by the way. So I just basically woke up, I planned the day. Mondays are the busiest for me, okay, because that's when I have the checks for client, which they take me so much long time. I have the cardio and also the training. I try the training to make the shortest that I have, okay, and right now I'm just having my coffee to wege, and then I'm gonna take Cleo out, and then when I come back I'm gonna go to the gym to do my cardio fasted, which I'm gonna try to do 40-45 minutes doing some work that I have a project made, you know, for the last week. It's been there in my brain for, you know, a very long time, and I've been working so much more time with it, which is the workouts, you know, for the gym. So I'm hoping to finish it today, which I think, finger crossed, I will do. All right, so let's have a day with me. Let's see how is my life, I guess. Well, now is the time for cardio. I'm gonna try to do 45 minutes, let's say. I have, you know, left one of my workouts planned, so this is gonna entertain me, you know, for the cardio. See me in the next 10 weeks is with a chewing gum in my mouth because I'm starving. All right. And then secondly, I have to say something about the belt. This is something that it doesn't work, okay? Like just because you use it, it's not gonna make thinner your waist, but mentally we feel happy because, you know, we sweat. So when we come to do cardio, this is what we're looking for. So this is why I'm using it, just for feeling better because I sweat more. And I think that's all. One of the things that I always say when we are on very low calories, mostly when, you know, we're prepping or if you are doing a really strict diet, is that you have to supplement yourself, because obviously we are not having enough macronutrient from the food because the food is not enough, okay? I will show you later on everything that I'm taking, but for example, for my cardio session or the training legs, what I have in my water is isotonic powder, okay? Everything that I'm taking, by the way, is from Ostrovip, because I have electrolytes, okay? So it helps me to keep hydrated, okay? And then pink salt, don't try normal because it's properly disgusting. Creatine. Creatine, it will help you not only for muscle repair, it's for memory, and it's even recommended for all people. But obviously, before supplementing yourself, if you just start in the gym, focus on being consistent and showing up, and then later on you can think about supplementing for anything. That's very nice. The days that I'm training upper body, the calories, I decrease them a little bit those days, okay? This week I'm decreasing again my calories, but only on the training days, because no training days I'm already on 1,350 calories. I will never suggest to anyone to go lower than 1,500 calories. This is only for a purpose, okay, like competition, but this kind of extreme on a diet, they are not sustainable. If you ever want to, you know, get into fat loss phase, I will say never go too lower to down, okay? Then if you don't want to go for tracking calories, which is completely understandable, all right, all you need to make sure is to have protein in every single meal. As you can see, I prepare eggs, okay, and then it's Greek yogurt. So these two are the protein for myself. The eggs obviously is not the same as chicken, because the eggs, they have protein, but to have the same amount, for example, of chicken, they need to be a lot of them. So this is why I only use the white eggs and one full egg. And one of the myths that people think is that, oh my God, I cannot eat any fat, I cannot eat any sugar. No, as long as it's tracked, you can have it. I mean, as you can see, I'm on a diet phase and I just have butter, all right? I have the butter because it's light, and secondly, it has also omega-3, so it helps me with my hormone balance. But if everything is tracked, in the end, it's calories in, calories out. Of course, with you know, good choices. But if you ever look at social media and YouTube, you can even find people losing weight with eating Burger King. How is gonna look your body with, you know, nutritional food compared to not nutritional food? Is totally different, but you can still lose in weight eating like kind of crap shit, you know, food. And this is it. I'm gonna see if I can enjoy my food. So I'm taking now the food that I'm gonna prepare for today and tomorrow. So I'm gonna cook, you know, the potatoes, because it's the same food, all right, while I'm doing the checks for the clients, all right. So when you are dieting, you have to think the carbohydrates are not your enemy, but making good choices, you know, is something that you have to put in mind. For example, rice is good, but eating an amount of rice is very little, because they are very high in carbohydrates. So for me, for example, I don't need any rice. I swap the rice for the potatoes, because this amount of potatoes is just like this uncooked for rice. And when you cook it, you don't really feel full. So this is why I swap it, okay? So this is best option for carbohydrates, also couscous, quinoa, and obviously any kind of vegetable, because it gives you more volume. To me, I'd rather to have a really big plate of something than really little, okay, than, you know, comparing to rice, pasta. But pasta is another one, the 50 grams of pasta uncooked is very little, and when I eat it, I'm kind of like, oh, I didn't eat. Let's see if I go 120 here. Oh shit! Ay, coño. There you go. Haha. This is so nice, I'm telling you. Okay. So I'm doing the weekly checks with my clients. They all do daily checks. With some of them, I work with pictures, you know, of their food. Another ones they track food, and another ones they do meal plus, because I don't feel, you know, the fitness is one size fits for everyone. So I try to adapt myself what are, you know, the best options for them to see how they are eating, because like I said, for some people it's very hard to be taking their way of, you know, the food, using the scale, tracking food. It's just habits that they take time, and you know, it's harder for some people to others. So I go through every day's you know, their meals and check what I can help, because I do give meal plans, but that's something that I don't do for a very long time, because I rather than to learn in between the food that they like than just giving something for them to eat every single day that they're gonna finish throwing up probably. It's 1, 2, 3. Doing a very high calorie. Good. Then I'm happy with this food. Okay, so I finished with the check-ins with the clients, and I'm actually very happy with a couple of them. All right, I can really wait to show, you know, the progress of them. I'm planning to do a photo shoot with 3 of them in 5 weeks, and you know, we will see how much muscle we have put in the last 3 months working together. And now is my time. Okay, it's the time to prepare my pre-workout, prep all my meals, and get ready, you know, to train upper body and also to work. And then after work, I have another client 1-to-1, and then finally I think, or I hope, to rest, because last night I slept for only 5 hours, and I plan to have a nap, but obviously because I have to do too many things, the nap is not going to happen. Okay, so I'm gonna start basically just prepping my post-workout, and then also putting on you know, the container the meal that I have at work. Because I could have the meal right now, but then I'm gonna be really starving at work, and I'd rather to have that meal there and then have a little, you know, pre-workout before the training and eat something that, you know, it fill me while I'm at work. All right, so I'm gonna do the post-workout, which is 15 grams of peanut butter, 20 grams of jam, which is no sugar, okay, and then 1 banana, and obviously 30 grams of whey protein for the post-workout. Right, so now I'm gonna put, you know, the lettuce and the cucumber. I'm gonna take the whey, but I will not suggest to anyone to take the whey or be worried about vegetables, because they don't really add many calories. This is only for a purpose. So if you ever are on fat loss phase or something like that, lettuce, cucumber, tomato, zucchini, you know, anything like that, pepper, don't bother, seriously. Broccoli, cauliflower, just put a lot of amount of it, because it gives you volume, it will fill you, okay? And there's no need to take the whey, all right? You don't really need to be perfect on, you know, on your diet, all right? So this thing, don't do it. Right, so I'm writing down my workouts. I always use a workout planner because I'd rather not being on my phone. I used to have, the app and always tracking, the weight that I lifted, how many reps I've done. But I noticed that the more on my phone I am, the more distracted I get. So I'm a little bit old school, like my age, all right? So while I'm doing this of, the workout planner, I'm having my pre-workout, meal. As I said before, I don't want to have a big meal. So this is why I'm having it just 1 hour before, or even 30 minutes it could be, and the coffee, because I'd rather to have coffee than any kind of pre-workout with the stimulus, because my sleep, as I said before, is not really good. So 1 coffee in the morning, 1 coffee for training, and this is it, no more coffees. Right, so that was my full day, okay? I usually do more things, to be honest, all right? But, what can I say, about the video? Anyway, I finished training. When I finished training, I have my pre-workout. Actually, I have to say that I forgot my 3 rice cake, okay? And I have to rush, okay, basically to the spa to buy them, okay? So I have my post-workout in just 5 minutes. I have work and also have the booty and abs class, which I do as well myself this time because it's kind of burning calories. I don't even use the elastic, so it doesn't make any difference for my training. It doesn't make me tired too much, okay? Now I'm just gonna have a client and I hope to arrive home and sleep more than 5 hours today. Yeah.